Hello, fellow beings. I'm a little farther away tonight, but it's 7:17 and it is the 444 portal today. Apparently, there's a lot of people around the world meditating right about now for a shift. So I decided to do my own little thing. I do believe that all of this that's going on right now is for a reason. Like, you know how people say everything happens for a reason? Well, I was thinking about that the other day, and I was thinking there's a purpose for everything. So, like, whatever happens, maybe it didn't happen for a specific reason, but there's always a purpose for whatever happens. And we just have to, like, we can find that purpose. And it can always be good. Anything that happens can turn into good. God uses everything for good for those who love Him. So I'm just gonna do a little cleansing my space. And my friends had set an intention. She said, set clear intentions for your angels to help, and you can ask them to intervene for whatever you need. Like I said, I've been praying, and God has already turned, He's turned all of my heartache and all of my sorrow into lessons and into joy. It's given me more peace. So you just had to look at it and let Him transform my mind. And look at this plant I found at the store the other day. It's a succulent, but it's purple though. I've never seen one like this, and it was like, take me home. And so I said, okay, I'll take you home. So I have a new family member. Been going for my walks every day, eating really well. I feel amazing. And I found this too. This, I don't know if you can see it, but the other day when I went for a walk, it's a blue jay feather. It's so beautiful. I mean, you might not be able to see the colors this way, but so, I'm just sending love out to everybody. And I just want you to know that you're not alone. God's always listening. He's waiting for you to reach out to Him. I know this stuff is like a little witchy, or not really witchy, but I don't worship any of this stuff. They're just tools. Like, gemstones are a reminder of God's gifts, and one time, I mean, maybe I'm trying to justify why I still play with all this stuff, but I was in in this store one time with oils and stones, and I asked the girl, I said, do you believe in God? And like, what do you think he thinks about all this stuff? And she said, I think God put everything on earth for us to use. And I believe that. So, I mean, there's got to be some sort, because everything has a frequency, and the earth is alive. And so I can't imagine that there is not some sort of energetic quality and like benefit to stones and sound and like the oils from the plants, essential oils. So like I said, I'm still working on my belief systems, but one thing I do know is that every time I pray, like, my life gets better and I get answers. And like, when I got baptized again, I really started to see how things were working together in my life, and how they've worked in the past. Like, every event and everything that's happened in my life has led me here, and I kind of saw how it led to the next thing, which is part of the stories in the Bible about people that God used. It's sort of like that. Like, the stories about those people are examples of how he uses our circumstances to bring us to where he wants us to be and doing what he wants us to do for the greater good, for his glory. And I've talked to some people about God and like what he's doing in my life and how blessed I am, and like someone said, your God's better than my God, and I was like, you can switch. You can change your mind, but you know, that's not really how. He laughed, but like, it's true. Like I said, I want to be like Jesus. Jesus showed us everything we need to know, and we just have to learn how to interpret what he said with clarity. So anyway, I told you yesterday that I was working some stuff out, and like, it's pretty much worked out. Like, whatever those feelings and anxieties were, and that thought pattern, at least part of it, I'm not like, it's gone. Part of it for sure, because I feel lighter. I'm just trying to find the right. I'm not really asking you questions. I'm just trying to find the right words. I feel lighter and less angry, and yeah, I think those are the two that were like weighing on me. And I actually think that this might be a little too loud. Do not be anxious for anything. Instead, through prayer and supplication, make your requests known to the Lord, and He will provide for your every need. I don't know what verse that is, but it is one that comes up quite often for me. And like before, it would, you know, when it came to me, it was like a little bit of peace for a little while, but then that old stuff would come back, and then it would come back, and then that verse would come back to me. But it's more now, like I'm sharing that with you because it's true. Don't worry about tomorrow. Because today has let's see if it'll come. Okay. Therefore, do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself. Each day has enough trouble of its own. It is the 34th and final verse of the 6th chapter of the Gospel of Matthew. And there's another one. So, who by worrying can add a cubit to his stature? Like, worrying won't change anything. Action changes things. And sometimes inaction changes things. Well, yeah, either way, things change. It's just the nature of life. Nothing ever stays the same. But worrying doesn't help. Planning is different. Like, you can prepare and plan, but that's not the same as worrying. So look, my hand's like almost completely better. I don't know if you can see it. There's just a tiny scar. It's not quite like all the way closed up, but it looks a lot better than I thought it would. And it's almost 100%. It's still like flaky and open just a little tiny bit, but I'm sure it'll be normal once this whole other thing is out of the way. Yeah, it's just, I was saying, like, when this first happened, I was talking about it, and I was really focused on, like, the things that were positive about it. And, like, just trusting God and giving it to God. And it's all working out for me, like, in the best way possible. And I thank Him for that every day. Every day. So, I'm trying to listen to see, like, if there's anything else to say. you know, I kind of want to just sit here with you guys and send love out to you. And if like there are a whole bunch of people meditating right now and sending love out into the world, sending love out into the world, and I think it's a really good thing. So you could probably feel it if you sit still enough. I wanted to do this live, but I don't know, I couldn't figure it out. I didn't try this time, but the last couple of times that I tried to go live on YouTube, it wouldn't let me. But that was a while ago. I may try it one day. But I had been going for walks, and I was thinking about taking you with me again, because I've been seeing so much cool stuff. And like, yeah, I think I will tomorrow. If it's not raining, I'll go for a walk and I'll do a video, because I found this other cool place. But you know, I'm a little nervous. I don't because it's a really cool spot, and like, I don't want to ruin it. Maybe I'll wait. Maybe I'll show you another time. But it was such a beautiful day today. Like, it was cloudy this morning, but then like the sun came out and it was so beautiful. Actually, I got a little too much sun the last couple of days. I was a little burnt, so I put some aloe vera gel on my shoulders, because that's where most of it is red. Yeah, I don't need to say anything anymore. What I want to do, I want to bring this here and just be with you, if that's okay. I'm gonna take it down. That's better. Actually, this feels a little bit weird. Maybe I don't have to do what I'm trying to do while you're watching. Maybe I can just turn this video off and do what I was doing. No, I think I'll stay. eyes are playing tricks on me. I just keep praying. Let's pray for clarity and revelation. Allow God in. It's really interesting once you develop that relationship. It is a conversation, and not usually audible. You call it the still small voice. You know, we're always looking for neon signs, but it's when we get quiet, when we slow down, that we can see and hear. Yeah, sometimes like I'm talking to God, like I can almost feel him like laughing, and I love it. And you know, it's very calming, like just knowing that he's really there. And like when he shows you what he's doing in your life, it's pretty amazing. Slowing down. It is one thing that my last teacher always told me. And you know, I believed her, and I know she has a gift. I just like didn't want that life, I guess. It wasn't 100% resonating with me, or like really didn't fit who I am, or who I was anyway. I don't really want to go back to that life or whatever, but I do, like, I am grateful for all of my teachers. Everything that's happened, like, I can't imagine changing any of it. Yeah, it wasn't always easy, especially, you know, looking at the parts of myself that I didn't quite accept or didn't believe because of the way I thought. But you know, once my mind was transformed, it didn't matter. Just look at that and just know that that's not me anymore, and I don't do those things anymore. And right now is the only place that I can do anything in. Like, now is the only time I can take action. I already took those other actions. and they led me here. So looking forward, now is all we have. But the decisions we make now, every decision, every action will lead to something else. And if we take the best actions that we can, the most respectful, loving actions, then what we're going to have later is a more loving, beautiful life. Kind of like I have now. I mean, maybe some people didn't think all of my actions were loving. And maybe maybe not all of them were. But it really was the best I could do at the time. With the way I thought, the way I felt, like the knowledge that I had. Once I let God in more, like it did accelerate my knowledge, like my perspective. It opened me up a lot more. And my teachers did too, like when I was really willing to look at it. But it's just like, I'm in a really, really good place. Internally and externally. And, you know, I am going to talk to my friends again, the ones that I vented about. Like I was saying, like, it's all about how we look at things. And, you know, how we think we should be treated. But there's always their reasoning. And maybe their reasoning is inaccurate. However, like just knowing their side, I'm going to find out. Just knowing where they were coming from, like, it probably will help. But them knowing where I was coming from might also help. So, it's like I said, it's like, it's both ways. It's like, it's never one person. When there's an argument or a good memory or like a good experience, it's never just one person's like fault or like credit to, you know, like it's a combined effort. And that's looking at the world right now, and it's like it is a combined effort. If we can all think about everybody, you know, take care of yourself, but like think about others too. You know what you need. You don't have to get so much more than you need. But also like trash, you know, this is our home. I said this before. The planet is our home. So, like, we should take better care of it. Like, I know when I was younger and I didn't care and I didn't pay attention, I think I did litter. And I think sometimes, like, it was even, like, when I was becoming more, like, concerned and respectful about the earth, like, I would like throw something in the trash, and if it missed or if the wind took it and I didn't feel like chasing it, But that's not cool either. You know, I mean, I didn't ever, like, I haven't for a long time, like, littered on purpose. And I now I do, like, I chase things. If they get away from me, though, I tried. You know, that's what I say. That's what I have to tell myself. You know, sometimes the wind is just out of control. But, you know, then, you know, if I see a piece of trash on the floor, I can pick it up. Especially now, I have so much time on my hands. But I don't know, I'm just, maybe I'm a little bit, I really, really want people to experience the change, the transformation that could happen, because it's such a big difference. I can't even really explain it. I've tried to explain little scenarios and different things, but like, I can't do it for you. But if you really want to transform yourself in your life, not that you have to change, like, you're fine just the way you are, but if you're not 100% happy or satisfied, then, like, there is something you can do about it. Change the way you think and change the way you look at things, and eventually you have that peace, and you just, like, it's wonderful. So, yeah, I just, you know, I just know the difference, and so I'm kind of trying to share that you can do it too. Like, gosh, if you had met me, 10 years ago, I was not this person. I don't think I was ever really, like, super mean or uncaring, but the way I thought, like, thinking about the way I thought, it kind of made me miserable. I don't know how else to put it. It caused a lot of problems for me. And it was just, like, kind of not that big of a deal. So the mind is, my friend was right, the mind is tricky. But you can take charge of it. Take captive all your thoughts to guard your hearts. Yeah. Like, I'm, like, sort of really, really understanding the teachings now. And so maybe I'm doing an okay job at explaining how I got there, but everybody has their own way to get there. Like, you just have to keep trying different things until you find the way that works for you. Or you combine them and you make your own way. But, like, it's a journey. It's a personal, it's like a really intense rewarding path. To seek the truth. And like I said, there's not really one truth, but there is a point that you can get to. Not that you stop. You'll never stop learning. Like, if you think you have nothing left to learn, then that's when you really need to take a look at yourself. But like, there is a certain point where you have enough truth to feel it and finally get into a flow. Like, and I'm using some of the words that my teachers have given me or whatever, but there's no really other way to put it. Just kind of ride the situation out, and you just deal with it moment by moment, and that's all you can do. But you can get to that point where you can like just feel good and like take life moment by moment and not so seriously, and just like kind of enjoy yourself and notice all the beauty that's here for us, and notice all the stuff that you have that's been given to you. And the more that you take care of what's been given to you, the more God can charge you with. You know, like, if you're not taking care of your space, why is He going to give you a bigger space? Or if you're not taking care of yourself, why is He going to give you a relationship? If you're not taking care of your husband, like, why is He going to give you a good kid? Like, I put that in there because I'm just thinking, like, a lot of assholes do have kids. So, but you know what? It doesn't. I'm thinking about a few things that I've seen, but it's really like, still there's a purpose for that, because it's for the child. Like, each child is put into a situation where they have to deal with certain things so that they can accomplish their purpose later. Like, it's strength building. And like, I know this one person who's like, he's super amazing, but part of it is because of the fact that he had to figure everything out on his own, and he had to grow up super early. But he's amazing. I don't know, he may still have some stuff from childhood, but like, once those are healed, like, he'll be open for anything. Like, he's pretty much open for anything now, but like, he's working through some stuff right now. Like, we're not really talking right now because he told me he's just working through some stuff, but everything has a purpose. But it is true, like, if you take care of what you're given. What is it? The talents story. What is that? There was there's a slave owner. I guess this is a parable from the Bible. Jesus, this is part of like what I'm trying to say is, so the owner gave each slave 1 talent before he left. Like he charged them with 1 talent, and then one of them buried it. The other one went out and bought something with it, and then made money, like doubled the money. And then when the owner came back, I think there was 3 guys in that story. It was like 1 got 1, 1 got 2, and 1 got 5. So the one that got 1 was scared. Like he just wanted to protect that 1 coin that he had, so he buried it. And then the other guy, like, he doubled it, and then the other guy doubled it also. So when the owner got back, he saw like the one he gave 5 to had 10, and the one he gave 2 to had 4, and he gave them more to take charge of, because they utilized it and they increased it. And the one that had 1, that he gave him back what he was given, the guy was like, took that away from him because he didn't do anything with it. Talent. What? So talent, 1 talent. He gave 1 person 1 talent, and they hid it away because they were scared to lose it. And so he took it away. And then the other ones who had more talents, they used them, and like they created more talents. So they were given more. This basically is kind of what I was trying to get at, is if you take care of what you have, then he's able to trust more to you. So anyway, yeah, this, I think I did enough tonight. I'm gonna turn this off. I'm gonna go watch Ozark some more. I have nothing to do, so I think Ozark's a really good show. Like, I wasn't interested in it before. Like, just the title. See, there's things like the title of it didn't grab my attention, so I wasn't interested. But, with all this time and hearing about it from multiple people, and I finally watched it, and it's really interesting. It's a little sad because I think it's sort of based in reality, which is scary. But again, it's just what is. Like, I'm not trying to argue that this stuff happens, and seeing that it's happening is like, instead of like burying my head in the sand, it's just like using it to entertain myself. Wow, I'm just having a really hard time with this right now. Because it's somebody turning that kind of a mess into entertainment. And if any of you have watched it, you know what I'm talking about. I think I'm having a problem with it now. Because that shit really happens in the world. And we're looking at it like pretending it's not real because the story is fictional or whatever. But it really does happen in the world. And making it entertainment it's kind of numbing, or like, or maybe just lightening it up. Maybe it's just to lighten up the situation. That's like, because like we shouldn't take everything so seriously, right? But you know, I have this thing where I wish we would stop hurting each other. Like, that's my dream. And people are still going to get hurt, like, because of the way they look at things and the way they think. But it doesn't have to last long. But I'm talking about, like, abuse and real violence and, you know, taking... Everything has a purpose. I'm just going to trust that. And I'm just going to enjoy the show. And I just went in spinning. Just, there you go. You saw some spinning. Because my mind. Anyway, I'm just going to enjoy it. Because it's okay. It's okay to enjoy what's here. Like, I enjoy outside. I enjoy my food. Like, I can enjoy something that's available to me on Netflix. And not turn it into some philosophical debate on whether it's right or wrong. Even though I kind of tried to. I did. I kind of tried to right now. And I stopped myself. I guess that's good. You caught me myself. You caught me catching myself. So weird. It's such a strange thing, the mind. Anyway, I am really gonna go though. I'm gonna just go, like, enjoy myself and relax and not be so serious. So have a really good night, and God loves you, and I love you. And, you know, if you ever want to talk, just shoot a comment.